Welcome to my channel, and I'm Tracy Lingle. Today we're doing a quick appetizer. Since it's coming up on football season soon, we're going to do shotgun shells or pig shots. Check them out. Pig shots, shotgun shells, they go by many names, and there are different ways to do them, but they're all pretty much the same. So we're going to take sausage, take a half piece of bacon, wrap it around, use a toothpick to hold it in place, and then fill it with cream cheese, and then put a little piece of jalapeno on top, and then smoke it till it's good and the bacon's cooked, and then the cheese is melty, and then you might glaze them with a little barbecue sauce, or we might just leave them as is with the seasonings we're going to mix in. So check it out here. All right, so you're going to need fresh sliced jalapenos, fresh sliced jalapenos. You want to cut them into little medallions, quarter size. Not too thick, but not too thin either, unless you want less heat. And then we've got bacon, and since it's hot, it's real hot, it's damn hot. It's hot, damn hot. And then what we're going to do is we have bacon. So our bacon, I've already cut it in half. I got a big package of it, and I stuck it in the freezer for a little bit to keep it warm, keep it cold, because it's so hot out here. We don't want it to get flimsy and floppy. We want it to be nice and firm. So we got our bacon, we got our cream cheese, and we've let it sit out for a little bit. Got our cream cheese, and we've let it sit out and get kind of room temperature, so that was easier to manipulate. And we've also got shredded cheddar cheese. So we're mixing that together. You can mix in whatever kind of cheese you want. You can go straight up cream cheese. You can do all cheddar cheese. It's going to be a little rougher to go, but that mixture of cream cheese, you can do Gouda, you can do all kinds of other stuff with it. So we're going to have that. And then we're going to go with a sausage of some sort. You can do beef, you can do pork, but you want to use like a kielbasa type sausage or an andouille type sausage that is like this, and you want to cut them just like that. So we're going to get to building these things so you see what they look like. All right, so to go in our cheese, we're going to mix some seasonings in our cheese before we mix it up. So I've got Grill Your Ass Off Infidel Pork Rub. That's what we're going to be using on this. So we're going to season up this cheese and get it mixed up. Alright, so I had to mix this up a little bit by hand to get it good and mixed up. It's still kind of tough. It hasn't gotten really fully to room temperature yet and gotten soft. So we're going to let that sit a little bit more. I might cover it up with some foil to keep the flies out of it. But now we're going to start making our shotgun shells. One tip I can give you is go ahead and get your toothpicks out of the jar or out of the box and get them spread out on your cutting board, make them easier to pick up while your hands are dirty, and that way you're not worried about contaminating the rest of the toothpicks. So now we're using thin bacon. We're not using thick cut because it'll take longer for it to cook. We just want this to get cooked enough. So you're going to wrap this up until it overlaps. And stick a toothpick through it. All right, so you're looking for something like that. And you're just going to repeat that over and over again till you got them all ready to go. And then we'll take our cream cheese mixture, we'll put it in a piping bag, and then we'll pipe it into these. And then we'll just take our jalapeno and we'll set it on top and kind of push it down in there a little bit, and it'll help kind of hold in the cheese in the top. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stuff our bag for our cream cheese. Make a pretty decent sized hole in the bottom of it. Some of these, you can tell, are got some splits on the side, so not a lot of the cheese is gonna stay in there. As it melts down, it's gonna go out. So we don't wanna pack these slam full. And this bacon is gonna shrink up as well. All right, so now we're gonna dust these again with some Infidel Pork Rub from Grill Your Ass Off. Just a light dusting. All right, now we're gonna get these on the grill, get to smoking. Today's video is sponsored by Grill Your Ass Off Seasonings. Go to grillyourassoff.com/mychowline or use mychowline at checkout to save 10% off all these amazing spices, sauces, and grilling utensils that are available to you on grillyourassoff.com/mychowline. Today's video is also sponsored by Armed Forces Press. Go to armedforces.press to check out the truth about what's going on in the military all over the world. They have lots of cool articles given in by journalists from all over, with all of them having military backgrounds. Okay, so we've been cooking for about 40 minutes now, running about 300 degrees, 315 degrees in the smoker. Bacon should be getting cooked. So the sausage was already cooked. It just needed to be heated up. And so all we're trying to do is cook the bacon to the right temperature. So to the right doneness. With Grill Your Ass Off, original style barbecue sauce. So I'm gonna glaze them and we'll check them out, let them tack up, and we'll pull them, let them cool, and try them out. Hey guys, Tracy Ling with My Chowline. I'm here with John Jackson from Comfort Farms. John, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
You got a story for us, so tell us a little bit about your service and then share a story with us.
Yeah, man. John Jackson here, guys. I served 11 and a half years. Started off with the 115 Infantry and out of Benning. And then after that second deployment, I went over to 75th Ranger Regiment. You know, started with 375, 4 deployments with them, 2 deployments with the 3rd or 115. And yeah, man. So food story, really cool food story that I had. I was working with a lot of the native populations. Like I was doing our still logistics, working with them, making stuff happen. You know, and one of the guys I was working with said, "Hey, you know, we're having dinner. We'd like to have you." And so me and a group of other of our Ranger brothers, we all went over there to sit down and to eat. And so they were cooking food, and the food was passing and everything else like that. And there was like chicken, and there was some rice, and there was some, you know, some other stuff too. You know, some salads or whatever.
Chicken and rice is universal.
Oh, it's universal, dude. I mean, it's
every continent of the world has their chicken and rice dish.
Dude, it was so good. It was so good. And so we're sitting down, we're eating amongst the native population, and then it was time for us to kind of get ready. You know, mission was about to happen and all that kind of stuff. And so as I went to kind of get up off the table, the dude sitting next to me like grabbed my arm. He said, "No." He said, "Sit down." And I was like, "Okay, like what's going on?" And so, you know, everybody else left. I kind of looked, and they waited till everybody else left, and they had this bowl of rice that was on the thing. And so, and he said, he looked at me, he said, you just wait. So they brought out this cream. I think it must have been like goat cream or whatever, but it was super thick, just straight cream. And then they poured that into this rice that kind of like was just a little bit burnt on the bottom of the pot in the round, right? So they just poured this cream in there, and then they put sugar in there and honey, and then they put like, I think, cardamom and like some cinnamon, and they just start scraping that pot and everything, got a little bit heat, and they start doing that, and then it turned into this like beautiful rice pudding, right? So they kind of gave everybody that, and everybody had to have like a slither of that like crunchy rice that was on the bottom of the pan, you know? And so they broke me some off, they put it on there, and he kind of, you know, said, hey, you eat. And dude, it was the best damn thing that I've ever had, man. As far as the dessert, it just, the creamy, the cream from the goats that they had, this was super high in fat. That sugar, the honey, the cardamom, the cinnamon, and just all mixed in. It was warm. It was so unbelievable. I make that for my kids like today, and that's their favorite dessert. You know, they can't wait till I like make rice, and they wanted me to make sure that I have it just a little bit burnt on the bottom. Not black burnt, but just kind of like brown burnt that they're going to eat.
Oh, wow.
So that was it.
That sounds pretty good. Man, it's like, so was the rice just plain white rice? Or
plain white rice.
Yeah.
It was like a basmati style of rice, you know? Like, yeah, almost like that.
Do they cook their rice with chicken stock or a broth? Or do they use just raw water?
I don't know. I think there could have been, you know, going back, it may have been like, you know, either like olive juice or something like that was in there, because it was flavorful. Mm-hmm. But all I know is that most of that rice was out, and just kind of a little bit layer that was inside, and then it was like this, just, you know, once they hit it with that cream and start kicking up the...
That's how they clean the pot.
Yeah, that's how they clean the pot. That's how they clean the pot, man.
Alternate way of cleaning that pot.
And dude, let me tell you something. There was not anything left, and I had seconds, man, because I was like, this is crazy. And I told my Range Rover, I said, bro, y'all missed out.
Y'all left a little too early.
But they didn't even... It was reserved for friends, right?
Right.
It was reserved for friends. And that's how food is. It's like, you know, you're going to save the best for last, and the people that are around you are something that you're going to save.
Break out mama's recipe.
Right, you're going to break out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, you know, it's like that type of thing. You know, you're just not breaking out top shelf whiskey for anybody, right? It's just like, hey, man, you know, you got your friends, and then you got your friends, right?
It's like when you're cooking for friends that are coming over. Which friends?
Right.
Am I pulling out the good food?
Right.
Am I pulling out the tomahawk steaks, or am I pulling out just some pork chops?
Well, and the thing is that for most people that you're, you know, it's not that you're keeping things from them. It's just some people can't appreciate that level of food like you appreciate.
Right, there's that too, yeah.
And
definitely.
so there's, you know, for some people might have looked at the bottom of the pot as like, that's why you're feeding me this. This is a disgrace, because culturally they think that that's not supposed to be eaten. But these people knew me well enough, and we worked well enough together. They knew that I would appreciate something like that on a level that they did.
Oh yeah.
And I did. I did. So
it's deglazing that pot, man.
with cream, brother.
With cream,
brother. And a little sugar. It just,
well, I mean,
man.
That sounds like, that's almost like building a roux.
Yes.
Or doing a jambalaya, or
man, it turned it into just a beautiful dessert that was savory and sweet. It just, you know, everything on that thing was just really, really good. And it's something I can remember those flavors till this day, you know. And so when I did that for my kids the first time, they lost their mind. They absolutely love that. They can't wait to eat that type of rice. But that's for my Afghanistan friends, man. They shared something with me.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, brother.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on and letting me tell me that story. And just, sharing that with us, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for your service. Thanks for all you do.
Yeah, brother.
And looking forward to working with you.
All right. You too, brother. Thank you very much, man.
You.
Awesome. Right. Thank you.
All right. So we've pulled them off at about 50 minutes to almost an hour after glazing them and let them sit on there, make sure that the bacon was done nice and crispy. I was running at about 310 degrees, trying to keep it pretty hot. but it's a smoker, so it's offset indirect heat. So you're just adding that smoke flavor to it. And you know, that cheese we didn't lose a lot of cheese, so I'm really happy with how these turned out. Let's try one of these bad boys. Man, I glazed it with that barbecue sauce on the other ones. Man, those look like they're great, but look at that. Look at that. And they're still pretty warm. I let them sit and cool off a little bit, keeping the flies off. Let's give this a shot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Got crispy edges on the bacon, just a little bit of crispy edges on the bacon, soft and chewy sausage in the bottom, and then you have that explosion of creaminess surrounded by that jalapeno just heat. It's not like like, oh my god, my mouth's on fire heat. It's like a radiant heat besides the hot, like as in temperature wise. Man, that's really good. Wow, those things killer. Man, it's a shot of flavor in your mouth. Oh yeah, man, yeah. All right, let's try one of these glazed ones. See if he's in a different. Man, look at that. Look at that. Okay. You get that sweetness, and then you get a little spiciness, saltiness, and savoriness from. Man, okay. That cuts the heat of the jalapeno down for sure. Oh man. I don't know which one's better. They're both really good. You got a sweetness you taste almost instantly because that's the first thing that hits your mouth when you put that thing in there. But then you get the salty, you get the flavor of the sausage and the bacon, and then you get the creaminess, and you get like that is really good. Man, I'm gonna have to have a beer. Crack open a Yingling. Oh my goodness. That is killer. Oh, these will get burned to the ground if you put these out at a football gathering, tailgate party, whatever. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. That is so good. Why haven't I made these in like forever? Why have I waited till now? I haven't done these in like a year or two. Why? These are awesome. I did these for a family gathering at like Christmas or Thanksgiving. They were awesome. Why have I not done them again? Well, we're doing them. Oh. Oh my God. All right, I'm having a moment. Finger licking good. Well, thanks guys for coming on this journey. Thanks to our sponsors, Grill Your Ass Off Seasonings, Armed Forces Press. Man, wow, that's just really good. So guys, thanks so much for coming along with us. Thanks for tuning in every week. See y'all next time. Don't let the hard days win. And y'all have a great summer. Cheers. Hey, thank you all you servicemen deployed, men and women deployed. Appreciate all you do. If you have a story you would like to share, or you would like me to share about you or a family member, they could be alive or gone. If you have a story that you would like to have and shared on this channel, please send me a message. Instagram, email mychowline@gmail.com. My website, mychowline.com. just let me know. Get me the info. We'll set up. We can do a live interview on, or an interview on online, or we can. You can send me a written story and I'll relay it to everyone. But man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. It's been fun. I've got a couple events coming up. We'll hear more about those. But just thank you to everyone. Thank you for the people who've been participated, who have allowed me to share their stories. And I look forward to sharing more.